turn normally like you would just turn me off when. All right, welcome everyone. And today we are judging the 2017 AOPP newborn category. Yeah, let's hear it for the newborn category. My name is Rocco Ancora and I'll be your panel chair for this session. The sponsor for this category is Sigma. Now, Mark Payet is not available, so we'd like to thank him. He's from C.R. Kennedy's. On behalf of all of us here at the IPP, I would like to say thank you for your sponsorship and support of APPA and the IPP in general. We also take this opportunity to thank and acknowledge Olympus, Aon and Panasonic as platinum sponsors of APPA. Yes, let's hear it for them. Yeah, great. Your support of this entire event is very, very much appreciated. All right, so the newborn category. The newborn category embraces imagery of infants up to 3 months in age. Entries should be reflective of the type of photography a client would purchase. Entries can be multi-layered, allowing the use of additional photographic elements. Diptych, triptych, and series are also permitted. As to head swaps and composites, which are encouraged to maintain a safe working conditions and infant handling. Entries should be judged on lighting, posing, composition, and camera technique, as well as being rewarded for creativity and imagination. So today on our wonderful judging panel, we have, beginning here in my immediate right, we have Natalie Howe from New South Wales. She's a master photographer with 2 gold bars, and she's the current newborn photographer of the year. She also enjoys long walks on the beach, romantic dinners, and anyway, that's another story. We have Alan Moyle. He's from Victoria. He's a master photographer with 2 gold bars, and he's got a very cute dog. Yes. That's right. We have Kylie Lyons from New South Wales, master photographer with 1 gold bar, who's also our past IAPP president and chairperson, and is currently on our board. So welcome, Kylie. We then have Dave Landor, the one and only Dave Landor from Victoria, master photographer. Thank you for joining us. Otherwise known as, is it Disco Dave, I heard? Oh, the rumour has got around. And on the very end, we have Vicky Bell, master photographer from Victoria with 1 gold bar. Welcome, Vicky, and 2 children. Yes. And in the background, we have Mark Rosetto from Queensland, formerly from Victoria, evicted to Queensland, and he's a master photographer. And sitting next to him, we have in the wings Shireen Hammond from Victoria, master photographer with 3 gold bars, and she's the current Australian family photographer of the year. So we are very honoured to have you on our judging panel. So judges, are you ready? And we are ready to commence. So the newborn category, 2017 IPP newborn category. And if we're all ready at the back, we will have the first print, please. And print scores 80, silver award. I'll have a quick comment from Alan, please. You're on 77.
So congratulations to the author, photographer person. I think one of the things I reckon that sort of held me back a little bit was the kids are great and sharp and all that kind of stuff. It's just the foreground seems a little bit out of focus in some of the areas. So I'd love to see that all. You can control that, so sharpness right through.
Right, thank you. Great comments. And we'll have the next print, please. And also judging this category, which we forgot all about him, Mark Duffus, who's from Queensland, master photographer with 4 gold bars. Welcome, Mark. And the print scored 83, silver award. Vicky, just a quick comment, please.
Beautifully finessed in the quality. My only holdback was it was very charcoaly and flat and grey. I just wanted to see some richer tonality in the image. But beautifully
Thank
rendered.
you. Okay, can we have the next print, please? Printer scored 78. And I'll have a quick comment from Natalie Howe, please.
Yeah, I scored this in. Can you hear me? Yep.
Yeah.
I scored this in professional practice. This is a stunning little image. Take it into the award level for me. I just needed to see a little bit more finesse with the hands and also the highlights on the right-hand side.
Thank you, Natalie. Great comments. And we will have the next print, please. Newborn category, brought to you by Sigma. And the print scores 77. And so we have a challenge from Vicky Bellers on 82.
I'm happy to have a little chat. I think I'm totally seduced by this amazing little pose. So only thing missing at this stage is maybe a bit of straw hanging out of his mouth. But I just really love the concept. I'd love to see it awarded to at least silver would be fantastic in 80 just to bring it up and celebrate the concept.
Okay, I'm going to hear from Kylie Lyons, who's on 73. So you saw something different?
Yeah, I thought the concept is nice, but the hat was just too dominant for the size of the baby, and I think there could have been finessing in the placement of the props around the baby. And for me, the lighting was just that little bit too harsh on the head, and it could have been toned down just a little bit.
Natalie, do you want to say something?
Yeah, I was just agreeing with Kylie there, and for me to take it up, I put it into professional practice. For me to take it to award standard, I just need a little bit more detail in those shadows as well. I find the highlights are too bright and the shadows are just too dark.
Okay, Vicky, you write a reply.
Well accepted. Again, I just love the concept, and the wonderful little pose was the gem for me. So, a little tiny silver would be fabulous.
Okay, judges, can you please rescore the print and take those comments on board? And the print now scores 78. Next print, please. And the print scores 81, silver award. Can I get a quick comment from Dave Landor, please?
Yes, it's a beautiful print, very saleable. I love the expressions. I just felt the skin tones and that were a little red. But congratulations on the silver for this image.
All right, thank you. Great comments. And we'll have the next print, please. And the printer scored 79. And I'll get a quick comment from Kylie, please.
Hello. Hi. For me, it was, again, the skin tones were a little bit too hot, too pink in the skin tones, and those hands, again, probably just need a little bit more finessing.
All right, thank you. This will go for review in the next room at 79. We'll have the next print, please. Print scores 75. Alan, can I hear from you, please? Comment on this print.
I feel that possibly the lighting on the babies wasn't as good as we'd expect in this category, and also the concept not quite holding together as well as we would hope as well.
All right, thank you. And we'll have the next print, please. Right, print scores 81, silver award. Natalie, can I just get a comment from you, please?
Yeah, I wanted to actually score this one so much higher, but I found just the blacks are just a little bit blocked up, and also a different paper choice could have really brought this photo, to the next level.
All right, thank you. Could we have the next print, please? So Natalie will step down. Could I have Mark Duffus in to judge on behalf of Natalie Howe? And just for the benefit of the audience, sometimes judges feel that they can't judge an image for whatever reason. They will step off the panel and a judge will come in to take their place, which is what is happening now with Mark Duffus judging on behalf of Natalie Howe. Print scores 83, silver award. Oh, it doesn't matter. Dave Lando, can I have a quick comment?
Yeah, I like I love the map in the background. That is a little bit different. I just love the way the flag is coming out of the basket. I think this has been done really well. It's definitely deserving of its silver. So yeah, well done.
No worries, thank you. And we'll have the next print, please. Print scores 75. I'll get a quick comment from Alan Moyle, please, on 74. Pretty close to the average.
So, biggest thing would be looking at your colour tone, especially over the skin. Like, it's way too magenta.
Thank you for the feedback. And we'll have the next print, please. Print scores 86, silver distinction. And I'm going to get a quick comment, please, from Kylie on this.
Really interesting shot. You're not used to seeing a baby hanging upside down, and given that all elements must be photographic in nature, I'm wondering how we're photographing the female figure. But really interesting. Well done.
All right, thank you. We've been instructed just to hold that print for a while as we have some back community service announcement, and this category is proudly brought to you by Sigma and the lovely people at C.R. Kennedy. So we thank you for your support of this category. Does anyone have a funny story? You know. Yeah, it was there. Yeah, I'm me. Yep. I introduced myself earlier. They know. It's academic. I just, Louise from South Australia. She also enjoys long walks on the beach and dancing and romantic dinners. Anything else? Dogs? You know? Yeah, everyone's got the same interests. You know.
We did even the Reflections project for the Australian War.
Yes, yes. Yeah. Okay, that'll be a good question. Do we know what's going on back there?
Nope. You want me to find out? Do you want me to turn you
Yeah.
on?
There you go.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, and we're back and we're ready to go again. So we'll have the next print, please. Print scores 84, silver award. And I'll have a comment from Vicky, please, who's on 83.
I just want to pick it up and cuddle it and smell it, and oh my god, I'm such a sucker for babies. Beautifully finessed, and what a priceless expression. So congratulations, I'm sure it's going to go up. Wonderful.
Okay, and 84, of course, will go in for review and in another room. So we'll go to the next print, please. Print scores 73. Have a comment from Dave, please, who's on 70.
The light across the baby's face, it's not enhancing the image, unfortunately. And the darkness, the shadows, the muddiness around, if we can lift that up, change that light across the face, we may have a better image.
Okay, thank you, Dave. Can we have the next print, please? Print scores 81, silver award. And Vicky, you're on 78. What can you tell us?
I just wanted to see a bit more sort of finesse and clarity in the rendering of the brooch. It just sort of didn't feel dimensional enough, or just a bit flat. So yeah, well done.
Thank you for those comments. And we'll have the next print, please. Print scores 81, silver award. And Carly Lyons, can you give us a comment on this?
I thought there was a lovely softness and finesse with the bowerbird kind of analogy, and that the blue images, blue items down the bottom give it nice weight. So very, very pretty. Thank you.
Thank you. And we'll have a judge change. So, Natalie, you can step off. Thank you. And Mark Duffus will take Natalie's spot.
Oh, hang on. You're supposed to accept the print first.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Welcome, Mark. Mark Duffus is ready. Okay. Thank you. And judges ready? We'll have the next print, please. Print scores 87, silver distinction. But I have Carly Lyons on 91, and I believe you're going to challenge.
I'm challenged.
Okay, let's hear what you got.
For me, immediately I see the quality of the light, the way that it's skimming across the bodies, and it's got this beautiful roundness on the cloth covering the babies, the painterly effect, the colour combinations, that little pop of red in the actual native flowers at the bottom. Everything is just working. I think the thought process that's gone into this is number one, but then the execution has been absolutely perfect. Beautiful colour toning in the back that brings those babies forward, but for me it's that lighting, it's just exquisite. So I went into gold automatically for the beautiful technique that's been given to this image.
All right, thank you, Kelly. On the other end of the spectrum, we have a couple of judges on 84. So I'd like to hear from you. So go, Vicky, first.
I absolutely agree. I'm just so seduced by the quality and the gentleness. Maybe I'm a bit harsh on the judging. I felt it was floating. I just needed to see it anchored, perhaps. But I'm willing to reconsider.
Okay, and Dave.
Yeah, I'm with you, Kylie, on print quality, tonality. Love the acorn tie-in with the acorns, the way the babies are wrapped. Working with twins is very hard at the best of times, and to get a quality image like this, for me, the light on their faces was not quite enough. I actually see the baby on the right is more than half his face is in shadow, and I just feel like we've lost it from there. And if there was more light on the babies' faces, I think I would have gone to gold. I'm just off silver distinction. I'm probably a couple of points low, but I'm not sure for a gold though. Sorry.
Okay, Alan Moyle, you're in silver distinction. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, it's beautifully done. So I'm really not going to add much more and let Kylie bring it home, because that's all I can do. I can see that it's beautifully styled. I love the concept. It's just immaculate, and the beautiful light skimming across, giving the shape to the cocoons, the gum nuts, I should say, is beautiful.
Okay, Kylie, take it home.
Okay, we're snuggle pot and cuddle pie. So the light on the faces, to answer your question, Dave, there's enough on that right-hand baby. You can there's detail in there. It's not in shadow. It's not harsh. It's a beautiful softness to the light. In terms of floating for Vicky, I think I didn't see that so much as a problem, and snuggle pot and cuddle pie are up in the trees anyway, so it's got that nature around them. So just for print quality and quality, that's where it should be rewarded, and I'm asking you to come to gold with me.
Okay, judges, can you please take those comments on board and rescore the print? The print currently sits on 87, silver distinction, and Kylie Lyons asked you to join her in the gold range. And you have all done that. Thank you very much. And the print now scores 90. Gold award. Good work, judges. Very good work. Yep, we'll have a judge change. So, Alan, thank you. Alan, and we'll have Mark Rosetto join us. Mark Rosetto. Welcome, Mark, all the way from sunny Queensland. You're in the middle. All right, could we have the next print, please? Print scores 82, and it's a silver award. A comment from Mark, please. Duffus?
I think the sharing an emotional story that this is quite has an impact of its own, and this is where the challenge is to pay tribute enough to it photographically in its presentation, and this is where I think I'm not quite sure how to make this better, but I think more could have been done to actually present to make the photographic representation of the whole story a lot better.
All right, thank you. Great comments. Can we have the next print, please? Print scores 78. And I'll have a comment from Dave Landor, please.
It's a beautiful, beautiful image. Tonality is absolutely beautiful. It's a very, very saleable image, and that's why we put it in just that, actually half merit. Beautiful image.
Now, Mark, you wanted to say something, Mark Rosetto?
Just really briefly, the left-hand side, the orange basket that's there, if that wasn't there and the material from the right covered the same as covered up that kind of timber basket, it would have just given it that a softness it really needed.
Awesome. Great tips. Thank you, guys. Can we have the next print, please? Print scores 75. And Vicky, just a quick comment. Oh, Kylie, go Kylie.
Yeah, look, I think it's a wonderful concept, but that darkness of the background is just too heavy. You could get away with something much more lighter and brighter, and I think you'd get a better score, perhaps.
Thank you. Great feedback. And we'll have the next print, please. Print scores 75. And let's have a quick comment from Mark, please. Duffus.
I think it's an interesting little court moment where obviously the reaction from the newborn has put the hand up there, but some of the execution and sharpness and the handling of the print with the contrast with such a soft newborn subject, I think has hindered it going further into award range.
Okay, next print, please. Yep, okay, so Mark Rosetto is going to step off and we'll have Alan Moyle. Hi. Alan Moyle will judge on behalf of Mark Rosetto for this image. It scores 79. And we have a challenge from Mark Duffus on 86.
This is actually quite a nice perspective of a newborn. Sort of. Now I don't know whether it's twins or it's the same child flipped at different eyes open, eyes closed. The interesting. So it's almost like looking at just take a good hard look at yourself as they look at each other and everything else. But the sharpness of the eyelashes, the eye, and the way it's handled, and we have sort of looking into the, you can see into the personality of the newborn on the left as opposed to the right, which is almost like in a meditative state. And it is that looking into this, and thinking about each other. And I think that is a different and something, you know, it's out of what we normally expect to see as a newborn image. And they've given us a new perspective on this, a new way to look at them, and a new way to look into the personality of the newborn, which I think that deserves to be rewarded with a silver, I've gone into silver distinction.
Thank you, Mark. I'm going to hear from Kylie Lyons on 75.
I guess I was troubled by that difference that we haven't seen before, and I thought the lighting just seemed, I don't know, too harsh, too much brightness on there. It could have been handled a little bit more softly, a little bit more controlled, because I can see what you're saying about that it's sort of a yin and a yang even kind of thing. But for me, it was just that lighting was just way too harsh to get a nice soft feeling for it.
Okay, Dave Landau. You're on 78.
Yeah, I'm on 78. I went to 78 because I see a lot of what Mark's saying. It's different. It's a different presentation. We haven't seen this before. Eyes open, eyes closed. I love photographing babies' eyelashes, and getting in and getting those finer details. The light is the other thing for me with Kylie, but I'm actually a little bit disturbed about how blurry the skin is because of the really, really shallow depth of field. That's a little bit, that's off-putting for me. So yeah, I'd like to go to silver just because it is so different, but there's too many technical things that are holding me back. Sorry.
All right, Mark, you're right to reply.
Lighting-wise, the lighting on both of them is beautiful classical portraiture lighting. There is, and I don't see how as a newborn we should have them as flat as a pancake, and we have them so pasty and looking. To have, I mean, realistically, the contrast is not overwhelming. We're not talking, you know, what black and white sort of contrast, light and dark. There is a range of tones in there, and there's detail in that skin tone in the highlight areas. Now the sharpness, the shallow depth of field, that only basically enhances looking and going straight to those eyelashes and the pin sharp nature, and then looking into the depth of the personality within the eyes. You know, the eyes of the soul of the person looking into them, and you get that, and then you get the introspection of the other child looking back at itself. And I think that they presented us with a different story, which has given us a greater journey to look at.
Thank you for those comments, Mark. So, judges, can you please rescore the print, taking those comments on board? Print currently sits on 79, and Mark has challenged it to take it into in the award category. And print now scores 81, silver award. Great work, judges. Okay, we'll have a judge change. Kylie Lyons, thank you. And Natalie Howe will join us back on the panel. It's very slow. Welcome back, Nat. Okay. Yep. All right, and can we have the next print, please? Print scores 77. And Mark Rossetto, can you give us a comment on this print?
Yep. Just watch out for the patchiness of the baby skin. Like it's just needs to look at the quality.
Thank you. Great comment. And next print, please. Print scores 82, silver award. Can I get a quick comment from Natalie Howe on this?
Yeah, this is stunning. It's just simple as it turned around. I'm loving the lighting coming down from the left, and I would have actually even went up higher into silver distinction. The only thing that was stopping me was just, I don't know whether it's a little tiny bit of banding or whether it's a little bit too, the shadowing just sort of around the knee there and around near the hand, but well done to the author.
Okay, thank you. And can we have the next print, please? Print scores 77. And I'll get a comment from Mark Duffus, please.
I think this is a good saleable image that any parent would love to have, and but I guess from an award aspect, we're looking for a little bit more that differentiates it and takes it further.
Thank you. Can we have the next print, please? Print scores 78. And let's hear a comment from Dave Landor, please.
Yeah, I really enjoy the image. I think it's great. The good use of dark tones as well to make the baby stand out. I really enjoyed that. I'm just not quite seeing anything award level, but yeah, great image, beautiful, saleable.
All right, thank you. Can we have the next print, please? Print has scored 84 by majority. Silver award. Yes, we definitely clap silver awards. Could I get a quick comment from Natalie, please?
When this turned around, I was definitely wanting to go to silver distinction. I gave it a solid silver. As soon as I walked up to it, I was just let down by the lack of detail in the baby's hair. It seems to have just sort of blended and merged by maybe too much photoshopping, but absolutely stunning concept if the author can revisit this. Yeah, beautiful.
Fantastic, thank you. This will go for review, obviously, in the next room at 84. So we'll have the next print, please. Print scores 86, silver distinction. And we have Mark Rosetto on 92, which I think he wants to challenge. We'll accept that challenge. So take it away, Mark.
Oh, I love a good story. I love this. This gets me really excited. Like, as you saw, it took a little while to put in my stores. This is the little milestone wins that the parent gets when you have such a preemie baby that you just don't know whether they're going to stay alive. They are absolutely any little achievement that this little baby has had, they want to document, they want to acknowledge it. And the fact that if you can read it really well, it was a week until he did or she did some of the most basic things, like having a bath and cuddling dad. Took a week to put the child in the baby's arms, and then, you know, these little wins along the way. So in terms of the narrative and the story, I do think it's got some exceptional creativity and to be able to capture that beautifully. The black and white, the technical aspects, the lighting's handled really well, considering it's in a hospital, and hospital lighting is absolutely hopeless. It's horrible. All the lights in all the right places. You can read everything. The placement is done beautifully. So I wanted to award this photographer for presenting something that's quite uniquely newborn, and the creativity with the story. So I'd love to hear what the other judges would think, but obviously I want you guys to come up. I'm not too far off with an 87 and an 86, so we just wanted to get a few extra points in there.
Okay, can I hear from Dave Landwer, who's on 78? So he saw something different? Let's hear what he has to say.
I did see something different, and I saw the milestones. I saw to parents, those little cards are everything, and I understand that. I got the narration of it, but photographically, I don't see it. And this is the photographic awards. I don't see it in terms of perspective, all those things. Now, I know it's in the hospital, it's tight. The lighting, actually, you're right, isn't that bad. Maybe I was a little harsh, but I probably should have come to silver. But I didn't want to get overawed and totally fully drawn into the story and the emotion of it. But I can appreciate that. But gold. I just can't see a gold there. I'm sorry, guys. But I will come up some points. I definitely will come up some points.
Natalie Howe, please. You're on 85. You're in silver distinction.
Yeah, silver distinction. It's stunning. It's beautiful, and it's different. We don't get to see. We don't photograph newborns in the hospital very often. We always photograph them in our studios. So to see this and the little milestones, knowing that it's been taken under horrendous hospital lighting, it's a beautiful capture, and I'm still considering going to gold. I'm in silver distinction at the moment, but yeah, I can easily be persuaded.
Mark Duffus, you're at the higher end of the spectrum on 87, so you're almost there.
I know. I was torn between the really number one. I love the fact that it challenges our perception of newborn photography. The story is very powerful. It's very raw. It's very documentary. It's uncomfortable. It's it's the fact that the photographer has chosen, and all right, the placement of all of those little certificates or achievements and goals and where they are, and the ability to read them, and the creation of the image and the choice to do this is probably where the photographer has made all these decisions to capture that the way it is, where it is, and how it is. That and this is what's probably going to tip me over, because of the raw story. It's challenging a lot of the conventions and stereotypes that we have for newborn photography, and sort of bringing a very documentary, raw feel into an environment that is normally very soft, warm, and fuzzy.
All right, Mark, your right of reply, please.
In terms of the story, we get the story, so we don't need to talk much about that. In terms of the actual quality and the actual technique and the remarkable technique. The photographer has really printed this really, really well. Yes, you look at all the dark underneath the capsule, and all the detail is where it needs to be. The highlights where it needs to be. You focus on where it needs to be. You've kept in the teddy on the right and a little clip above the top, and it's all been just handled really well. And just photographing through plastic or glass is a general nightmare in itself. So the fact that the photographer's really doesn't have any distracting elements in such a distracting environment, they've really controlled their environment exceptionally well. So I'm going with a remarkable technique. It's got a beautiful emotional impact. Come up with me to gold. Give it the reward that the photographer deserves. Thank you.
Okay, judges, thank you for your comments. Can you please rescore the print? The print is currently sitting on 86, silver distinction. Mark Rosetto has challenged it and has asked you all to join him in the gold range. And we have a gold at 90. Well done. Great work, judges. Great debate. Great discussion. And we'll have the next print, please. Print scored 79 by majority. So we'll hear from Natalie Howe on 78.
Sure, I scored this in professional practice. For me to take it over the line, as it is sort of a bowl shot, I would have liked to have seen the bowl shot up over the baby just that little bit more, and just some more detail in those shadows. They're just a little blocked up.
All right, thank you. 79, so it'll go in for review. And can we have the next print, please? Print scores 82, silver award. Can I get a quick comment from Vicky, please?
Captivating concept, but I feel like it's so there. It's not quite resolved. And I see it sitting comfortably in the silver awards. It feels like it needs more refining and definition, perhaps a bit too milky.
Thank you. Great comment. And we'll have the next print, please. Prince scores 76. Mark Rosetto on 73. Let's hear from you, please.
It's good professional, a level that the client would absolutely love, but to take it into that silver range or to that award standard, it just needs a little bit more. The colour tone and the range of colours and the flowers and blankets that they've used, they're just not congruent.
Thank you. And we'll have the next print, please. Prince scores 84 by majority. Silver award, yes. And just a quick comment from Dave. You're on 82, just below that average.
Yeah, I love it. Interesting concept, something new, something fresh, and using superheroes. I probably found it a bit flat, a bit grey. The left side of the image, the baby on the left, and all that side of the image is probably a little dark for me. But otherwise, I would have gone higher. But I love the concept. Well done.
Thank you. 84 will go in for review. So we'll have the next print, please. Prince scores 93. Gold award. Mark Rosetto's on 98. And yes, you may challenge and see if we can add a couple of more points to this. So, sag it away. We're at the moment, we're on a mere 93.
Okay.
So let's see what else.
Got a little bit of work to do. Okay. I promised one particular judge today, if I can use the word, I would use it. And this word is like bedazzled. Like, you stand back here and you're like, okay, there's 4 pictures on the out, there's 4 pictures and it looks like a quilt. And you go on in and you're just like smacked with this, like, you're bedazzled. I don't know what other word to use. You walk on in and you look at the story that the photographer has photographed, not just the foreshot, they've kind of mimicked, they've done like a mimic of the other shots, and they've also photographed the baby in other poses on other blankets with other colours and other tones. And even those shots, even though they're the size of like, I don't know, 2 or 3 mil, they are just photographed so well. The placement of the hands, the quality, the lighting, and the vision that this photographer has absolutely bedazzled us all. Bejeebers. I'm absolutely loving everything. So I want to see it up into that exceptional visionary creativity, innovative. It's a blanket. It's a I don't know what the blanket's called. It's a quilt. It's a quilt.
So, Mark, you're asking to take
Not
it
yet.
to a gold distinction.
I'm
Is that what you're
asking to bring it to a gold distinction.
So that we're clear. Very good.
Very
now,
clear.
I'm going to hear from Mark Duffus, who's at a mere 88. So, Mark, let's hear from you.
I know. I feel I should apologise. Sorry. I know. I'm torn between basically the image we're presented with is each individual image is very well done, as in good, competent, great professional practice. What has taken it above that is the use of repetition and design to present what is, I guess you'd call it a family quilt. To send. So I guess it's the good image. It's made great by its presentation and its use and its repetition in design. We see this in a lot of other genres where they represent that quilt and repetitive pattern over and over again to produce it. But I guess here the depth and meaning is probably enhanced by the family nature and the family quilt tradition that a lot of people have. So, yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Mark. Natalie, you're at 92.
Yeah, so I scored this as a solid gold. And the reason why I didn't go gold distinction was for the reasons Mark just mentioned, and that was the pose of the baby. The pose of the baby is fine. The lighting on the baby is quite harsh, and also the colour tones are a little cool. But the creating all that repetition, you sort of see past that and you see this amazing quilt, which is why I've gone to gold. But had I have seen more warmer tones on the baby and the shadows just not so harsh, I would have been in gold distinction.
All right. Mark, let's hear from you again as your right of reply.
Okay.
You got 4 judges. Dave, you got something else to add that no one else has brought attention to it? You're on 96.
I know I'm on 96.
You're a believer.
And I do believe that it's worth every single one of those points. The only thing that stopped me from going another couple of points is probably the skin tone on the baby. That is the only thing that I can actually fault on this. It's just a little flat and a little pink. But to answer your objection, Mark, I've lost count at maybe 8 different poses. So I would have liked to have seen a couple of the other poses in the other, maybe in the other squares or something like that to sort of bring them out a little bit more. But still, I'm not going to take away from the image. I'm not going to talk it down because this is the most stunning newborn image I think I've ever seen.
That's a big call from Mr. David Lambert.
All right. So, Mark, now you're right to reply.
So in terms of the lighting and that coolness, like if it was any warmer, it would just fade into all the pink that's around it. So I actually think that the colour and the treatment of the baby is done exceptionally well to suit the overall the overall plan to execute the image as it's been done. So I'm at 98. Someone's at 96. Let's just give it the extra points it deserves.
All right. So, judges, I need you to rescore the print, keeping in mind that the image is currently sitting on a mere 93. And Mark Rossetto would like you to join him in the next scoring range, which is gold distinction. So, taking those comments on board, can you please rescore the print? And that's how we do it here. 95. Gold distinction. Very well done, guys. Great work. And could we have the next print, please? Printer scored 91. Gold award. Who wants to take this one on? I think Dave Launder, you should take this one on 93.
Yeah, I'll take it on. We're in rare air here to have two like this in a row. This is unreal. I know we're not supposed to compare, but the story in the tree, the family tree, so the great grandparents are at the top of the tree, and obviously he's got a bigger family than she has and all that, and they've all essentially come together to make this gorgeous little baby here. Oh, this is wow. This is original. This is very, very cool. Very well thought out. I love the way it's tied together. I actually like the fact that we can't read the names. We don't need to know who they are because the story's there, the depiction's there. It's all there. I was held back a little bit by I felt the background was a bit muddy. Outside of that, it's definitely well deserved of a gold.
Okay, Natalie Howe, you're on 85. You saw something different. Slightly different because it's still a great score.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I gave it silver distinction. It's a stunning image, but I just, with everything that's happening, for me, the baby just got a little lost. It's just so tiny in that photo, and it being a newborn photo, I would have loved to have somehow, I don't know, because obviously if you make the baby bigger, it's out of concept with the trees, but I did struggle to see the baby in the photo. It's just so tiny.
Okay, Mark Rosetto, let's hear from you. You're on 92.
92. When you get a chance to look up at the print, you can see that the people that have passed away, the leaves and the leaves have overcome the writing for the people that have passed away, and the people who are living, they don't have the leaves overcome. I just wanted to point that out, that I think that's extremely clever in that sense, that it's not just the tree, it's like the weeds have overcome and it's kind of overtaken the names, which I think is really cool. I would have gone even higher, except for the things that Natalie pointed out as well, and just the muddiness, pretty much the muddiness right around his bum, that it looks like he's made muddiness.
I think we get the general idea. Thank you, Mark, for sharing that with us. Vicky Bell on the end.
This is a case of pixel perfect. It's I've used this term today. I use it again because every pixel's been embroidered so perfectly. It's so beautifully rendered, and the concept is phenomenal. And thanks for pointing that out, Mark, because I hadn't actually noted that. Like, that is so clever, and I love clever. But this is the epitome of, clever. Amazing. Congratulations. I'm jealous. It's beautiful.
All right, Dave Landor, you write a reply, please, on this. So currently, we're on, 91, a measly 91. So we want to give it a few more points. That's what you're trying to...
I think we should try and give it a couple of more points. I mean, Mark's pointed out a couple of really good things, and that I didn't notice when I went up there. And I actually lied before. You can read some of the names. So now I'm a little bit more let into this family. So I'm sure we can all find some more points and come up, because this is so original. This is just so wonderful. It's delicious.
Delicious, that's a new word for us. Okay, judges, taking those delicious comments on board, can we please rescore the print, which currently sits on 91, which is a gold award. And print now scores 93, gold award. Great result. 2 in a row. Awesome. That's pretty good. Great work, judges. And we'll have the next print, please. Okay, so Natalie Howe's going to step off for this one, and we'll have Kylie Lyons please judge this image on behalf of Natalie Howe. And just once again, for the benefit of the audience, judges do have the right to step away from the print if they don't feel comfortable in judging it for whatever reason. And this is why you're seeing Kylie Lyons judge on behalf of Natalie Howe for this particular image. Okay, I'll have Alan Wall take Mark Rosetto's spot. So Mark has stepped off the panel for reasons that I've mentioned earlier. Judges do have the right to step off a panel if they don't feel comfortable judging a particular print for whatever reason. Print scores 90 by majority, gold award. Who's going to take this one on? Don't all rush. There's 3 of you in 90. Vicky Bell? Yeah.
Trifecta. Oh my goodness, I'm still breathing from the other two. Wow, guys, like it just the bar keeps raising, and it's just we're timeless. The story is magnificent. Obviously the twins and the timing, and reminiscent of my grandfather's clock that I absolutely love. But I just what a beautiful kind of symphony. It's just divine. I'm totally seduced by the rendering, the colours, the concept, presentation, the magic. Beautiful. Yeah, let's bring up the scores, guys. We can do that, right? Yes. Let's elevate and celebrate. And salivate.
All right, Mark Duffus, let's hear from you. You're on 86. So slightly out of the goal range.
Slightly, just a little bit. I guess the concept of the twins, the different delivery times, the clocks. I mean, it is the nicely obvious concept to it, and the images of the children. And it's sort of, I guess, going into gold, given the whole time concept, I think has been it has been visited before, so I don't think the concept is innovative from my perspective, and especially within a genre where basically twins and things like this do happen, and the images of the children are a good professional practice. So that tied in with the concept, I think, is why I put it at silver distinction, not into the gold.
Alan Moyle, you're also slightly out of gold. You're on silver distinction on 87. So let's hear from you.
I'm already sold to be moving up. So I don't think I can actually add much more that's already been said from everyone else.
Fantastic. Kylie, did you want to add anything that's something new?
I guess just to answer Mark's sort of comment, our little card says that innovation is a gold with distinction. We're still talking gold, and I know that every point counts. I haven't seen anything like this for twins. But for me, technical quality is really, really high on this, and it's like the gold tone of the babies is matching the gold tone of the clocks. So again, it's that thought process the photographers had, and they've really, really worked to get it all to link in together. And I'm really hoping that those clocks do have some significance as well to the family, not just that, I found this clock face and it's pretty cool. So I have a feeling that this is, again, one of those family history kinds of pictures that's just presented very, very beautifully. So I'm on 90, and we are in the Gold Award, maybe 1 or 2 points from me, but I think for our silver distinction judges, if you look at it from that perspective, perhaps you could come up as well.
Right, you're right to reply, Vicky, unless, Dave, you got anything else to add that hasn't been said?
Yeah, sorry. Just the print quality itself, it is stunning. Like it feels like it's raised. It looks like it's raised print. I want to feel it. It's absolutely amazing, and I think that's what took me from distinction into the gold range. It's remarkable.
Right to reply, Vicky?
Yeah, thanks for your support. It's three-dimensional, it's sophistication, it's, superiority in so many ways. So, let's reward the author, please.
Okay, print currently sits on 90 by majority, so judges take those comments on board and rescore it. So we're asking for a few more points. And print now scores 92. Gold award. Well done. Great work. All right, and we'll bring Mark back on. Actually, Mark, you can have a rest. Yeah. That Mark, you can have a rest. You can come on. So Alan Moyle joins us, and Kylie Lyons will join us as well. Vicky Bell, you've been on for a while, so
What about Natalie?
yeah, Natalie comes back. Yeah. Yep, so we have Kylie Lyons, Dave Landor, Natalie Howe, Alan Moyle, and Mark Duffus. I don't think we've got enough. No. Well.
Correct way?
Yep, it is correct. Very good. All right, guys. Let's have the next print, please. Print scores 77. And Mark, you're on 83. So I will accept a challenge from you.
I guess one of the things that sort of took me into the award range was basically the positioning of the two, one higher than the other, to get the interaction, I guess the sleeping interaction of them that implies the sibling bond, and taking it a little bit further. And you and also that there's a little bit of a presumption of one being more dominant than the other with the elevation, and one kissing onto the forehand of the other. Now the execution of and the capture is quite sharp, it's crisp, the focus is all in the right spot. I mean, maybe some of the treatment of the skin could have been refined a little bit more, but I feel that it was beyond just thinking beyond standard professional practice and taking a little bit more into something a little bit more into award range.
All right, I need to hear from Alan Moyle. You're on 73, the lowest score.
So yeah, I appreciate the moment and all the things that Marcus just said. I just feel like it's, especially on the left side of the frame, just not sort of tidy enough. I want to see a bit more. I want a bit more space around the image. I think it's all a bit too close together at the moment.
Okay. So, Dave Landau, you're also on 75.
Yeah, I found the crop a little tight. I can appreciate the moment. Personally, positioning, a good professional should be doing positioning every shot, every time they do a shoot twins. So I'm not seeing anything super special there. I've scored at professional practice because it's a beautiful image. It is a beautiful moment, and the parents would be absolutely ecstatic. I do think it does have some skin tone issues as well. We're looking for the next level, and I just don't think this has the next level.
Okay, Mark, you write a reply.
Oh, there we go. I think the cropping is sufficiently tight enough to just bring that focus and keep that whole flow of the image in around the faces, the arms, the tie together, that heart shape that goes from the top of their heads down to the hands below, and sort of the shapes of the wrapping around the children coming in from left and right corners, and I guess that's why I took it just a little bit above. I'm not sort of going silver distinction or anything, just into award range, beyond standard professional practice. They've gone beyond what I think would be expected on a standard shoot with children. So that's why coming up to silver.
All right, thank you for those comments, judges. Can you please rescore the print? It's currently sitting on 77, and Mark has asked you to join him in the silver range. And print now scores 78. Okay, let's have the next print, please. Scores 81. Silver award. And just a quick comment from you, Natalie.
Yeah, I scored it as professional practice. I'm happy that it did receive a silver, though. For me to take it up into the award category for myself, I just found the lighting was quite harsh on each of the little babies, as well as the skin tones were just a little too pink.
All right. Yep. Thank you. And we'll have the next print, please. Okay, and Alan will step off the panel for this one here, and Mark Rosetto. Come on, we'll take, yep. Alan Moore stepped off, and Mark Rosetta will judge in his place. Print scores 82, silver award. And Dave Landor, just a quick comment from you, please.
Yeah, this is a gorgeous print. The tonality is beautiful. I love it. The things that stopped me from going a little higher was the feet are floating in midair, and the baby's head isn't really supported, but it's there. So but not taking away. Gorgeous image. Well done.
All right, thank you. Can we have the next print, please? Print scores 79 by majority. And Natalie, you're on 84. And you will challenge.
Hello.
And okay.
Oh,
off you go.
this is Goldilocks and the Three Bears. It's adorable. The lighting is stunning, and I just love the little storytelling. I love that it's quirky, and you know everything about this image has been placed and positioned perfectly. And you know this is worthy of a silver award. It's 1 point, guys. Come on, it's Goldilocks.
All right, Mark Duffus, let's hear from you. You're on 78.
Yes, I did see Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and the porridge is I think a nice touch. I guess it's going for me probably the perspective is a little bit. There was sort of elements that I was looking for things that were taking it beyond. Okay, the baby's there. We'll stuff the Three Bears in there and slide the porridge in, and it was sort of going beyond the standard professional practice. What have they added to make it better? And I was sort of like, I was struggling with that sort of, because the print quality is beautiful, the baby is beautifully sharp, it's lit well, and I guess the story is possibly what could get me across the line.
Alan Moyle, you're a believer. You're in the silver range as well, on 82. What can you tell us?
So I believe this is a kind of a new twist on Goldilocks and the Three Bears. In fact, everyone's getting along fabulously. In fact, they're having a snack. They've had their snack, and now they're having their rest after the snack. So I think the bears are there to protect this child. It is a new take on this story, and I think it's beautiful. So I believe it should be up into that silver range.
Okay, Natalie, how your right of reply, please?
Now, with what Mark said, now if those bears weren't there and the porridge wasn't there and it was a cute little baby in a bed, yeah, that's professional practice. But the author has taken this one step further. So I think it deserves one more point, even a few more points. Take it over the line. It has that storytelling. It's beautifully lit. It's quirky. And to shoot above a baby like that and have the symmetry perfect is quite difficult.
Thank you, Natalie. Judges, can you please rescore the print? It currently sits on 79 by majority. And Natalie Howe would like you all to take it into the next range, into the silver category. So rescore the print. And I think we've done that at 82. Silver award. Well done, guys. Great work. And we'll have the next print, please. Can I have Vicky Bell, please, on the panel to take Natalie Howe's spot for this print? So Natalie has stepped off the panel for this print, and Vicky Bell is judging on her behalf. Print scores 84 by majority, and we have Alan Moore on 92 who will challenge. So take it away, Alan.
So, again, beautiful light, all the things that should be in gold. Beautiful light, beautiful toning, amazing printing, great presentation. And it's that extra story of that Chinese New Year that's come through in this print. And, you know, Year of the Rooster. So this is a special print. This is going to mean so much more than just a picture of a baby with some style props. This is styled very specifically for this baby and this family. So this is such a special picture. And I'm not sure the connection of the scroll with the rooster on it. I'm sure that is going to have some significance. And so, yeah, it is just, the pose is beautiful. It's printed amazingly. I'd love to see this come into gold.
Dave Landwehr, you're on 83. You saw something different?
I did. I see a beautiful story, the Year of the Rooster. I'm a bit unsure of what the scroll is as well. Tonality is gorgeous. It's outstanding. The baby's pose, we've seen how many times? We've seen that pose, a baby in that position so many times. So for me, it was a merit, but then the story came into it, and that's what took me up to silver. To get up to gold, I'm going to need a lot more convincing. I need someone to open the scroll for me so I can know what's in it.
All right, so let's hear from Kylie Lyons, who was in silver distinction, quite a solid silver distinction.
Yeah, it was solid silver distinction for that cultural connotation for this family. Normally it's the photographer probably dictating what styling and props are being used, but I think this has been handled quite well for the family. We don't know what the scroll says because we don't read Mandarin or Chinese characters, and we don't need to know that. I enjoyed the three-dimensionality of it. The baby is actually, popping out in the centre there. We're saying Year of the Rooster, but for some reason the rooster is at sort of 7 o'clock, not maybe at the top at 12 o'clock. I wonder if we need to take that into consideration. There's a possibility I'll come to gold with you, Alan, because that quality of print there is absolutely gorgeous. And I don't think it matters that we've seen the pose. There's only so many poses we can do with a baby, but it does actually work really well, I'm sure, for this family.
All right, I'm going to hear from one more judge, Mark Duffus. You're also in the solid silver.
I guess, Dave, for a lot of reasons, I'm going, yeah, it's beautifully done, beautiful pose. There's a little bit of a story there. And it's but I guess when you think about it more deeply, I'm sort of delving into, obviously, potentially there is an astrological reading in that scroll for that child that they will open up later. And it is one of those things, as you guys talk about it, you sort of read into it and you go, oh, well, that could mean this, this, and this. And this is obviously why we're having the discussion that takes it beyond a standard pose. They've added the scroll. We've got the family story. We've got the history. They've got something that is starting off their future and everything else. And the touch of that red thing, which basically ties into the... So I guess it's the addition of all those elements and the presentation that probably, yeah, Alan... has a good point.
All right, Alan, can you bring it home for us?
Yeah, so it's been, all of it has been said. The one thing that hasn't been really said is the connection of that scroll to the baby. So it's actually, the ribbon is actually in the baby's hand, so it is actually connected to. So that baby has, that the family has placed this in. It's, the scroll isn't an afterthought. It is part of this child's destiny, and it's our destiny to take it to gold. Come with me. Come with me.
All right. All right, judges, can you please take those comments on board and rescore the print, please? It currently sits on 84 by majority, and not for long, because now it sits at 90 as a gold award. Very well done. Nice work. Good Destiny stuff. Good cultural stuff. Thank you. Yeah. No one brought in the fortune cookie thing, but congratulations to the maker of that print. Gold award. Okay, so we'll have the next print, please. Scores 78. And can I get a comment from Alan, please?
You're very, very high in that professional practice range. So I guess one of the things we could take up to the next level is probably a bit more tonality around the head, so just brightening it up a bit. So it's very like the forehead that's coming really down dark right to the face. So we just lift it up.
All right, thank you. And can we have the next print, please? Next print, please. Print has scored 78. And I'm going to get a comment from Natalie Howe, please.
This is a gorgeous little concept. I scored it in the professional standard range. I just felt the lighting on the little baby in the third circle was just a little flat, like it looks like it's been worked on the shadow sides to the point where it's sort of mimicking the light side. So, but good professional standard.
All right, thank you. And we'll have the next print, please. Print score 77. Dave Landwer, just comment from you, please.
It's a gorgeous little print. Babies do this all the time, and it's nicely captured, nicely presented, beautiful professional practice. Yeah, well done.
All right, thank you. Just have a judge change. Natalie Howe, thank you for your time. And can I bring Vicky Bell back on the panel, please? Yeah, I just got to do a judge change on the computer. The computer. Okay, thanks for that enlightenment. And we'll have the next print, please. Print scores 84, silver award. And I need a comment from you, Dave.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the print. I love the concept that hear no evil, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. I just found the print a little bit lacking, and to go beyond silver, we've awarded it a silver award. This congratulations, this is great. But to go to another level, needs something a little more.
Okay, so 84 will go in for review. So could we just have a blank wall? Thank you. Stay where you are. Yeah, you stay. No, we're doing reviews now, so this is the group I want for reviews. Yep. So grab your stickers, just hand them out. Thank you. So we accept next set? We
What to do next set?
Okay, print please. This print is currently on 79. Does it go to 80 or does it stay at 79? No, I can't see you all. Sorry. Yeah, one of you has to be downstairs. Okay, print stays at 79. Can I just...
I saw 3 green.
Can... Okay, now print goes to 80. Okay. All right. Next print, please. Currently on 79. Does it go to 80? Yes or no? Print stays at 79. Next print, please. Currently on 79. Does it go to 80? $80 silver award. Next print, please. Currently at 79. Does it go to 80? $80 silver award. Next print, please. Currently at 84. Does it go to 85? 85 silver distinction. Next print, please. This is very hard to do this. Currently at 79. Does it go to 80? $80 silver award. Next print, please. Currently at 84. Does it go to 85? Print stays at 84. Next print, please. Currently at 89. Does it go to 90? So currently 89. Does it go to 90? Print stays at 89. And thank you, judges. Thank you, print handlers. Thank you, ball boys. Judges, don't leave. I need you here. I need you here. I need you here. There's food? No, I need them here because apparently Mark wants them here. Okay, that concludes the newborn category for APPA 2017. And once again, we thank our sponsors Sigma and CR Kennedy for their support of this category and also of our institute. Thank you so much.